God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at Dallas. If the playoffs started today, they'd go in as the 7th seed.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. A pair of first overall picks of the front court, Flagg and Davis. And it's Gafford in at the 5 down low. And for Toronto, Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. MP is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
And it's not often you can say this. MP atop the leaderboard for both Rookie of the Year and League MVP.
Yeah, not often at all. I mean, when you think about the fact that MP was a second-round pick, it's truly remarkable. And remember, only the legendary Wilt Chamberlain was able to win both awards in a single season. Will MP make it a party of two?
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. He drops it from range. MP's got 6.
Oh, pull up on a dime. MP doing work.
Thompson outside. 4-3. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
The gravity that Thompson draws from opposing defenses really opens things up, Doris.
Yeah, Klay Thompson's range shooting has always been a monumental part of his success. And right now in his career, it is the driving force. Teams' defenders are still hyper-aware of where Klay Thompson is, no matter where the shot clock is.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. And here's MP from outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Flagg. Back to Irving. Launches a 3. Rebound Toronto. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Thompson's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
MP no good.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Irving, no good. Toronto leading by 12. And here's MP from outside. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickley's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, B.A., and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
Barrett, he's checked in for Toronto. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month. Number 1, the Raptors.
Yeah, boy, they've been hot from 3 this past month. That's what happens when you have good shooters who get into a good rhythm.
1:11 left to play in the first. Marshall passes to Lively. And here's Russell. Shot clock at 6. And that one no good to start off the night. Now the Raptors with it. They're on a 20-5 run. A nice shot by MP.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Barrett against Russell. Pass to Washington. Marshall on the wing. Launches it. Hits a three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Knocks down the long J. MP's got 26.
Oh, MP with the big response, the tough young competitor that he is.
Here's Russell. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
From deep, MP. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And so it's MP making things happen for Toronto. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 29 tonight. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Raptors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Washington in at the small forward position. Barrett can't hit.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Well, when you think of the all-time blockbuster deals, Anthony Davis has already been in a couple.
Yes, B.A., but it is the most recent trade that is the most notable. When he was traded to Dallas for Luka Doncic. Luka is a generational player. It shocked the NBA world. It will be one of the defining moments of AD's career.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there cost them a possession.
Toronto leading by 19. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, that's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
Outside Russell. There's the screen by Marshall. Russell has the open look. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Changes for Toronto. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Dick. MP comes in for Barrett. And Emmanuel quickly subbed in for Shed. And Dallas also making a switch. Irving's checked in for Marshall. In today's game, it seems like running a good offense can come down to getting favorable switches doors.
It does, B.A. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them. Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Quickly finds MP. Fires from deep. Good! Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. On the wing, Davis. With his first shot attempt. He's off on that one. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Oh, got that one up quick. MP's got 38 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Left side, Davis. 6 to shoot. No good. Had a chance to win the run there. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot.
And got it! Another basket!
That will do it. 40 points for him, and he's pulled even.
Wow, the record for most 40-point games in a single season. Magnificent.
Yeah, and to tie Wilt's mark of 63 of them is just awe-inducing. Over 3/4 of an NBA season hitting these kind of numbers. Wow.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Irving for three. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. The Raptors have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. A nice shot by MP.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Irving. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Irving. Fires for three. Nails it from three. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That is pure from Kyrie. Fantastic working off the catch.
Again! What an avalanche!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Now here's Davis. Defense is right there. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
From deep, MP. He got it again! Sensational!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Raptors out in front, opening up a huge gap. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
And let's focus now on our game. MP has been dialed in.
The biggest reason they're up, MP.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. MP is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. After missing multiple seasons due to injury, Klay Thompson's game has changed.
It had to, Brian, because the types of injuries he had are so difficult to come back from. You admire the fact that his willing adjustment to what his game now looks like. Is he the elite defensive player he once was? No. But can he hold up defensively? Yes. And now as a shot maker, he can still be a pivotal part of success.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
First trip to the line for him here. He's off on the first.
MP taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. And that one's good. Thompson.
Well, because of his size of the position inside the painted area, Klay Thompson is a real threat.
And here's MP from outside. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Irving for 3. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Gafford against Pirtle. Gafford with the bucket.
Yeah, if Gafford is that close to the cup, folks, look out. Turn out the lights, it's over.
From deep, MP. Another bucket. Wow.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And here's MP from outside. Pure from three-point range. MP's got 16 points here in the second half. Outside Davis. And here's Flagg outside. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Thompson. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by the Raptors. From deep, MP. And again.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire.
Who's watching him?
Irving up top. They need this. And it's good on the layup. Irving's got 10.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Thompson's shot is off.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
From deep, MP. Yet another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And here's Irving. He's got 10. Takes it inside. And here's Flag outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Flag's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's MP from outside. And yes, another basket.
90 points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. So nice ball movement by Dallas. Pass to Flag, fires the 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
MP, that was good.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Now here's Irving. The 3 from Thompson. The putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
That'll count. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable... All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
They getting wide open looks. They feel like this is a shoot-around right now. We got to stay in their body. They're just getting shots after shots.
Boy, an unhappy Jason Kidd pointing to the effort his guys are giving, or lack thereof.
Yeah, they're not being serious about it. Missing assignments, losing.
Every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, BA, we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Pass to Irving. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Thompson outside. Back to Irving. To the paint. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
MP outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Outside Davis. And there's Thompson on the assist by Davis. Thompson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
From deep, MP. And the Raptors, another 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Thompson with a steal. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
But Klay Thompson is dialed in, and for the defense, that's a problem.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
from deep, MP. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And their win total will climb a little higher once this one's official. It'll be their 63rd win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Davis, a screen. Crosses over, out to the right wing. And here's Flag outside. Rebound, Toronto.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Counted from distance.
Gotta give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Thompson, no good. And here's MP from outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
He's the leading scorer tonight, being aggressive, and so far, no one's found a way to slow him down.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan, here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And as we march through the end of March, a chance now to look through the power rankings. You look at Houston. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And I feel like Toronto they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And for the Rockets, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Thompson, and it's Okogie in at the 2. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Now Kevin Durant following the three-point attempt by MP. Şengün with the bucket.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Wasted no time on that one. MP's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Şengün with the screen for Durant. Lays it up off the glass.
Showing the grit. KD is no stranger to physical defense.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's Toronto with a 3. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Raptors are gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Nailed from three-point land. 12 points for him.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Pass to Durant. Over Ingram. The shot by KD. No good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Houston moving it around. Pass to Şengün. He gets it in there. Şengün's got his second basket of the night.
That is where Şengün is best, around the hoop with great touch.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He had an unbelievable amount of points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Smith. A 3 from MP. Eason grabs the board.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Good on the bucket.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And here is KD. Following the three-pointer by MP. KD with the bucket. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's MP. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3. The defense is just giving up a drive.
Here's Okogie, 7-point differential. Out to Thompson, outside Durant, pass to Okogie. Capella inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And here's MP for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Okogie. Wide open. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look for mid-range. He just was trash.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And here is Durant. Okogie for three, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's MP making things happen for the Raptors. How about this? He scored 30 points from beyond the arc so far. His long-range game is on today. Back right after this. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche. It's making a change here. Adams checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. MP's checked in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 33 points.
MP looking solid from there.
The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Tari Eason is out there with Alper and Şengün. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Shepard. Nothing on the board. It's stolen by Barrett. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And here's MP for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Raptors lead by 21.
Ooh, I can tell fresh legs when I see him. Look at the young legs of MP getting out on the break.
Here's Shepard. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Shot by Eason, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look.
He got it again. Sensational.
And you had a feeling he might do it tonight. 40-point mark has been reached.
The most 40-point games in a single season. An incredibly historic year from him.
And to have this many 40-point games, MP has shown he's one of the best to ever do it by passing Wilt's record here tonight.
With a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Steven Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Tari Eason. Okogie's checked in for Shepard. And it's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. On defense, Toronto. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
The Rockets again can't hit.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
KD finds Thompson. KD looking around. And then Durant with the dunk.
Teams have always tried to be physical with KD in the paint. Tried being the key word.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Checked in for Alperen Şengün. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. 1:11 left here in the second. A three from MP. And good! He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. KD against Barrett for three. A Kobe. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts. His first shot coming late. Again, Toronto.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Durant against Ingram. Smith with a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. It's been all Raptors. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Raptors out in front, running away with this one. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Toronto Raptors.
Seems like they can't miss. Just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
Taking a look here now at Toronto, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's
done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So for Toronto right now, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. MP out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside, KD. To the paint, trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you, Kevin.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And it's Durant missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And the basket by MP.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Okogie, and they get it. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And here's MP for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
To the left side wing. Shoots from the elbow. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Quickly against Thompson. Şengün passes to Smith. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes in the third. 2 minutes.
And here's KD for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. When it comes to handling business off the floor, Richard, there might be no one better at doing it than Kevin Durant.
Oh, he's definitely very active, spreading his money around over 40 ventures or so. KD clearly understands the importance of investing and how beneficial it can be long-term.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Şengün against Pirtle. Back to Thompson. Stolen by Quickly. Pass to MP. Jacks up a 3. And yep, another basket. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Here's Şengün. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and... For Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Tari Easton is out there with Durant. And it's Şengün in at the 5, down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Screen by Şengün. No good from Durant.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A nice shot by MP.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And KD, here we go. Pass to Şengün. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Murray Boyles has got his 4th rebound in this one. Connects again. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Now here's Van Vliet, guarded closely. Toronto's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Inside, out to the right wing. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. The Rockets with another miss. The 3 from MP. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Down low, here's Shepard. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Durant wide open, he fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Easy money. Durant claps back with a 3.
A nice shot by MP.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
It's Durant on the wing. Dick defending. Shoots over Dick. KD can't get it to go. MP, that's for 2. Again, Toronto.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Şengün, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
MP deciding where to go with it. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping him from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't